Why do you keep relapsing? Most of you that are listening to this know more about recovery than I do. You know more about recovery than most of the people that you're going to come in contact with. You have tried countless times to get sober, tried countless times to put the drugs and the alcohol down, and perhaps you've had some success 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, maybe even years. But inevitably, at some point in time, you pick the substance back up. Why? Sadly, most of us have been treating the symptoms of our disease rather than the underlying cause of our disease. I'm here to tell you that drugs and alcohol are not your problem. Alcohol has never hurt or killed anyone, nor has heroin or cocaine or any other drug. Put those items on a table and they won't kill anybody. It's when we take those substances into our body that we create a problem. So we are the problem, not the drugs or the alcohol. Sadly, many of you continue to try and treat the symptoms of your disease, but you're not dealing with the underlying cause. So many people deal with their disease, but they don't deal with their mental health, or they deal with their mental health, but they don't deal with their disease. And unfortunately, they have to be dealt with at the same time. Some of you have brought into the rooms trauma. Some of you have brought into the process of recovery your underlying past and the history that you have, and you're not dealing with it. The program of recovery is not a knowing program. It's not about knowledge. I know lots of people in the rooms that can quote the big books. They're probably as intelligent or more intelligent than Bill Wilson and Dr. Bob combined. But those same people continue to struggle with relapse. How do we stop relapsing? We stop relapsing when we start focusing on the underlying cause, us, not the alcohol or the drugs. Stopping drinking and drugging is the absolute easiest part of this process. It's having the courage, the willingness to dig deep into ourselves and find the underlying problems. What is the reason that we drink and use? That's a process that requires courage. It's a process that requires constant effort. Because what you'll find is that once you unwrap one reason, there's another reason that's under that. And you have to keep peeling the proverbial onion until you get to the absolute core. So long as you keep trying to treat drug and alcohol symptoms, you're going to continue to relapse. Drugs and alcohol are not your problem. They were the solution to your problem. You, me, we are the problem. Once we find the courage and the willingness to dig deep inside of ourselves, to find the scar from the original pain and reopen that wound and dig deep into it, then we can finally start pulling the infection out so it stops spreading into our lives. The program of recovery isn't an easy one, but it's a rewarding one. It's a fulfilling one. If you or someone that you know is struggling with alcohol or drug-related issues today, mental health issues, reach out and ask for help. There are countless people out there, myself included, that are willing to reach out a helping hand, that are willing to lift you up. But you always have to be willing to reach out your hand first. This isn't a program of how much you know. I don't care how many degrees that you have, how much intelligence that you have, or what your IQ test is. You can't outthink this. But you can outwork it. You can work to a point where you can bring this disease into a remission status so that you can live a healthy and happy and successful life absent the drugs and the alcohol. There are so many people out there that are suffering and struggling. My hope in doing these videos, my hope in doing the podcast, my hope in doing all of this is to bring some hope to other people, to share the message of redemption, that as dark as it may be for you right now, it doesn't have to stay that dark. There is a light that is out there waiting for you, but all you have to do is go reach for it. Open your eyes enough to be able to see it. And when you see it, you'll begin to move closer to it and try to gain some of that warmth and love that comes from the recovery program, because it's there. Please like, share, comment, share this message with other people. Subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The more subscribers that we get, the more people that we actually are able to reach with the message of hope, the message of redemption. Please like and share, comment, spread the message as much as you can. We have to start helping each other. We have to start lifting each other up.